Drake is making nice the cabin. We have the hantavirus, fecal injection, and we have the Angelique Kidjo weird African music rolling, and the Subway sandwich with the, hold on, with the, what would you call that? The shoe leather roast beef. It's petrified. And yeah, it's disgusting. This is the lower tram station of the Scallywag mine, and this is, you have to hike to this, and it's basically, it's up. You can see the other support of the tram tower. I lost sight of it now. Okay, it's right up there. You can see a little A, probably not with this camera, but we have to get up there to get to the mine. So this was a hand railing, staircase coming up here from the road below. Oh wow, the cable's actually still here.
So this must be, because I saw, down below I saw ore car in the water. Where was the ore car in the wash? When you guys came into the wash, you were above it already. Let's see it on the way down.
Yeah?
That's the bucket.
Yeah. Oh, sure. So above this, there's supposed to be a pipe and an ore bucket, right? I like the homemade rebar equipment hanger there. So we'll continue up. We gotta eventually work our way up to the top there to get to the mine. Alright, it looks like maybe we can see a mine trestle where there's an opening up there. And that crack. I probably can't see it in the camera, but anyway, continuing on up. Should be an ore bin and a pipe up here, ore chute pipe. Well, why would you need an ore bin? How are you going to get a vehicle up here? Yeah, this is basically what we're looking at. There's a tramway. There's where we are right there. And up on the hill, you can see the three adits. And looks like a shaft and an adit up here. And I believe that's the pipe near the red rectangle. It's an interesting example of a ladder somebody made. So I said there's an ore bin up here. What's up? Dry fall? Are we cliffed out? All right. Poor ground. You think this is one of the... Is it real slick?
Yeah, it's real slick. There's nowhere to really hold.
You know, I could probably boost you up to that area there. All right, there's no way around this. At least we don't think right now. That's a dead end up there. So we're going to rope this, I think. All right, we're roping this. We got him up here. Basically, we gave him a boost and got him up there. What do you have it tied to?
A rock,
It's a big anchor.
a big boulder.
Okay, I'll use a hand descender.
I don't have any.
So the tram tower's on the left, kind of on the ridge. And then the adits are where the wood is?
I guess. And then most of the chute is missing.
Oh, it's one of those drill bit extenders with the threads on one end of it.
Yeah, here's the threads.
And it's...
It's an extender, so it never had a tip?
Well, they'd screw the drill bit onto the end of it.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah.
That's not the base?
No, that's not the head.
I was thinking that this is the head. You're saying that is?
Good question.
The head. I swear I've seen.
It's possible the head was here and they cut it off.
Or it broke and they repurposed this old broken thing as an anchor.
Yeah, because it looks like it was cut or something.
First ore car. The door was down below. No wheels. Continuing up. You can see that pipe right there. That was the original ore chute that went up there. And I don't know how they serviced it coming up this waterfall filled wash. And here's the ore bin. And there's the chute going up, that pipe. You can see, I don't know if you can see in the camera, but above it there's a wire, probably a tie wire, just hanging in the air.
I don't know how the thing's standing up. It's only got 2 legs on it.
Yeah, it is kind of floating there, isn't it? We got a little workshop here. Some head gaskets. Welding rod. Shovel head. Wow, that is a trip. How did they get a vehicle up here?
I'm not convinced they did.
Why would they build it if they couldn't get a vehicle up here to dump it into?
Burrow, dude.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that is awesome.
Tram car number 2. So they had another tramway. You know, this pipe here, this could have been what I saw going. This pipe is very well could have been what I thought was a trail.
That other one?
Yeah, so they were pumping air up there.
Big line, dude.
Yeah, it is. 2 inch.
Yeah, it does look like 2 inch. Okay, so, man, we got some questions here.
I would almost say follow the pipe.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, but don't forget, there's this other spot over there.
Well, it looks like the pipe goes around up to those upper workings.
Correct. I think this pipe goes to this piece here, but I think that other piece is completely isolated.
That down there is
Yeah.
completely.
Yeah, so we'll have to come back.
But we want to get to that up there.
Yep.
Yeah, the kid's going to be up there before we even start.
Oh, let's get my camera. Take pictures.
All right, we're following the air pipe up, and we're getting close. I'm gonna spin around here. You can see right there, it looks like the lower adit. And up higher, you can see the tramway that we first came across on the way up. So this is following, that's the waste dump right there. Not pretty insignificant, but we'll follow it down, and then the ore bin would be down there below us. So we're getting closer, and boy, that is neat. You see a funnel on the end there? It's interesting that as we got up here, another pipe appeared, so they had air and water run up here from down there. All right, here's where the pipes end.
No footprints. Oh yeah? Yeah.
What do we got here? Looks like a still like storage or lunchroom kind of thing, break spot. I wonder why they had a tram and an ore chute. That's
a good question.
and then of course the waste went off here. So there's the lunch room over there. Yeah, it didn't go. It's just you can see the end right there. No. Here's the main adit. Air tank.
So you can see an air tank?
Yeah, there's an air tank right here. Is that it? Did you finish it?
You're gonna like this one.
What?
This goes up to a raise.
It does?
Ore bin, ore chute thing.
Any equipment?
Yeah, there's some stuff thrown around. I didn't go all the way up. It looks like it connects to the one up above.
I wonder if this is just like a haulage tunnel. It's a little bit blurry in the camera. I don't know why. Yeah, there is air blowing in, isn't there?
Chutes and ladders.
Did that go anywhere?
No. Storage.
Ooh. Something.
Bucket. It's a grease bucket. Look, hey. It's got the dauber in it. To grease the wheels and the rails.
Wow. Yeah.
Hey.
Huh. What's it say?
Golden Gate Casino. Downtown Las Vegas. That doesn't exist anymore, does it?
I doubt it.
The #1 spot
What?
Yeah. Look, shovels. And a garden hose. Gotta water your plants down here.
Yeah, they could keep
Shoveling.
dust abatement.
Yep. Mickey
We're-
Mouse as hell, though.
Yeah, well, and we're in here showing us without helmets on, which is not something we ever do, except in this specific situation where you...
Nope. How about I don't do that? This is short up all the way down. I'm missing the 10-foot ladder section.
Yeah.
With an old hemp rope.
Uh-huh. So this was an ore chute from the workings above. Right here's the ore chute.
Yeah, I want to say you can, that one of the attics...
So that ore car that we found down in the thing was probably from out of here. Somebody took it and pushed it down pushed it out and pushed it down off the tracks and let it fly down the hill for amusement purposes. Really sad.
This has some drive shaft pieces jammed through the middle.
I wonder what this pipe is for. Was that an original?
There's an ore pipe that has a missing section that would drop into this bigger section. Or, so there used to be a section of pipe that connected the top of this to a section of pipe there, and it's missing maybe 10 feet.
Yeah, well, that doesn't... Maybe that makes sense, or maybe... Oh, yeah, it does. Look at, they had... Probably one was waste and one was pay rock. Because you could see they had the tracks here going to both spots.
Yep.
Yeah, so one was waste and one was pay rock.
That's a really narrow ladder up there. It's super narrow. Looks really unsafe. And it looks like it goes up probably 50, 60 feet.
$1966. 8/27, 1966. So anyway, that is cool looking. So we got to continue up because there's still whatever mine connected to the tramway that we first saw coming up here. So there's a lot more to see here. This is probably not the workings. This is probably was haulage at one time. Alright, so this is the adit we're at right here. And these three here are serviced by this tram that we first came across. This is the tram that we're at. So we want to get to these three, and we believe that this one goes up under these three, which is, we went in and we curved to the left, and we were under here where the ore chute was. So now to follow this up, continue up here and get to those three in the other tramway. So it's kind of nice when you're just cruising up and there's a random brake drum laying there. So we're headed up there. Maybe you can see that cable kind of in the middle of the screen. Yeah, just.
We got a handful of blasting caps. Nice.
Really? Paper or plastic?
Drift onto the fuses. Undetonated. Where were they?
Got a light?
Yeah. What?
Got a light?
No.
Alright, so here it is. What does that sign say right there? Yeah. Batteries? So this is an ore chute for the upper, well that going that direction that way is that tram that we first came across that drops off the other side, but there's the funnel, and of course this all down here is all waste rock, and we're interested in that. They have that shored up there with wood. Is that another adit down there? Anyway, there's a sheath up here, and they had electricity, phone line, air, and water run up here. I'll show you that. This isn't the most stable stuff to walk on. So here you can see the electrical wiring, phone, and there is an adit up there. You can see the water line and air line, which are running. Actually, they're running down there. It looks like there might be an adit down there. Okay. So there should be 3 adits here according to the map. Yeah, so these are the workings. Pretty chewed up.
Hey.
Yeah.
Go check out that winds over there. That stope. It's false floored out on the your left, but it goes down 50, 60 feet. Yeah.
Where? Where are you talking about?
To your very left.
This?
No, to your very left. The tunnel that's way to your left. Like, your left.
Oh, that.
No. Roxy, left. Be careful. Watch your step. Look down. Heavy airflow. Long drop.
Well, yeah, this goes down to either the one we were in or the one below us. Oh yeah, lots of airflow. Wind tunnel, in fact. Yeah. I know, go no closer to edge. Yeah. No need to die. Not good graveyard.
Maybe not bad, but unpleasant.
So this is pretty much it, huh? This is the whole thing?
Atlas Powder Company. Dangerous. Cordage. Pop blasting cap. Oh yeah, it's kind of, yeah.
Pop blasting cap?
I wouldn't be touching it otherwise. Dynamite. Here you go. Number 6. Blasting caps. Does that go down or does it just kind of...
Yeah, no, well, yeah, it goes down. Yeah, I just went through the mountain, came out. Looks like there's another adit right here. I'll go up there. Yeah, there are 3 adits up here. These are the actual, whoa, these are the actual workings. Wow. Yeah. It's just Swiss cheese. Yeah, it's just, you can see what they were after there. That's like a pillar they left in. And you can see, ooh, boy, what's that look like? Galena, that black? I wonder what that is. It's bluish black almost. And it's shiny. And you can see this is a pillar that they left in here. You can see the ore there. I'm in it. I'm in the ore body. Not many artifacts left, but this pillar obviously here they left in there to support the mountain. This was probably a very delicate operation up here.
These old newspapers, rolling them up, taping the ends, and filling them with whatever their powder was, and they were creating custom-shaped charges. And we have a spool of blasting wire fuse right here. These are all custom-shaped charges.
Yeah, I don't like stepping on this stuff. Shamrock furniture. Ooh. There's some exaggerations there, aren't there?
I am not a crook.
What year is this paper?
66.
Yeah, there's a level above this. You go through and you come out on the other side, and then you go up a level, and there's a neat ore-bearing pillar up there. Peanuts.
Is there any... Did you go down at all?
I haven't been down, no.
Ooh. That one had pencil on it. Ooh, look at it.
Alright, we have something that we purchased to leave here. And, yeah, things are a little bit different today. People have problems that they didn't used to have. So, Farmer's Almanac. We're gonna leave this here. This kind of dates our visit. We'll leave it back. Borderline behavior. We'll leave it back in there with the Nixon cartoon. It's dry and stable back there. Alright, there are the workings we were just at. There's a collapsing ore bin. And here's the cable. We're at an A-frame here. Cruising on the cliff. Oh boy. Oh, a rototweebler. Oh, I see. Yeah, there's a waste dump right there.
Yeah, there's a little trestle thing, a couple of barrels, some erosion from water pouring out of something, from what it looks like.
So right down there is where we started.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah. Alright, so we got to get back down, work our way back down there. What did you propose, going back down the way we came? How about these workings down here? Are these...
So if we can drop down before we're at it, then we might be able to see.
Oh, you think maybe it goes through? Good point.
Down here, and it looks like, based on what's built here, that either the hoist motor was up where you are and it pulled a cart up what was once a railing here, or it was down here and pulled the cart out of the mine where you are towards the hopper.
No, I think you're right. I think it pulled it up
this way, right?
Up here, and then it tipped over and dumped in.
Yeah.
So that would be like the haulage down there. And then this up here would be the workings. All right. I think I just saw a data warning on the phone. Let me check that out. Stand by, guys. All right, I deleted something. I got 22 minutes left now. A lot of cable. They had comms run up through here. So amazing. This must have been operating in the 60s, as we suspected. Oh, we have a winds going down. Did you guys walk on this false floor?
No, you can go around.
Okay, copy that. Wow, this is like haulage and workings. Kind of. Well, oh, we have stopage.
Yeah. Yeah, look up, too. Here it is. Is that just a chute?
Oh, yeah. Oh.
There's a pipe and.
See the pipe. I'm surprised there's no man wagon. This is just the ship. Sure, it's just the shop. Probably drops into the chute. What's that pipe for then?
There he goes.
Platform, and it looks like it has a conduit running through it.
Huh.
And this is a really elaborate chute. The carpentry is astounding, actually, compared to the rest of this mine.
Yeah.
Everything's flush.
That looks good.
Even up there, it's a ramp. It looks like it drops this way and then that way.
Yeah.
Well, how the hell does it get to the chute over here?
So it looks like they had air and water run in here for this winds, but I wonder how this winds goes. Where does this winds go? 'Cause I don't think there's anything below us. Let's see. No, that's all waste. There's no more entrances below us. Looks like that was a barrel stove. Let's see what we got over here. Ooh. He's right, this does smell like gunpowder. We got here. Wow. Again, that goes down. Is that dynamite? Or is that a wood dowel? I don't know, but I can just see smelling that stuff up here that gives you a headache. And getting a serious headache up in here. Having to hike back, that would not be the brightest. Wow. And there's your ore chute from up above. It looks like there's a ladder back there, but I'm not gonna. I want to get out of here. I don't need a headache. Okay. Yeah, so exactly. So this was, they were pulling. They were dumping the waste off that way. And it looks like they were pulling the pay rock up to there and then taking it down on the line. Did he go down?
See?
Well, we have 275s, and I have my rigger's belt on and a figure 8 and a cinder. Or are you at the bottom already?
There's track down here.
Below you?
Yeah, I want to say that Starbuck was right. This punches out the other side of the mountain where we were looking.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
Yes, with the amount of airflow.
Yeah.
How are the ladders?
It seemed fine, actually.
Be extremely careful and go slow and you'll be okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, it's unpleasant.
All right, I'm coming down the winds here. The ladders are actually better than they look. And apparently this is what punches out on the other side of the mountain. So I don't know where he went. Where'd you go? The pipe goes that way. All right, let's go. Yeah, what's up? That's where I came down. That's where.
Chute we were looking up in the very first shaft, yeah? It's right here, that's where it starts. And it punches out.
The chute we were. Oh, there's an air tank. The chute we were looking up in the very first shaft. The one with the separate.
Yes. I'm
This.
looking down into that right now. I'm actually on top of it. That's what this dumps into.
Oh, nice.
And there's a grizzly right there, so this dumps down and goes down to that first chute we looked at.
Right, one was waste and one was. And here's the funnel.
And
Right
there's
here.
the grizzly right on the corner.
Okay, there's the grizzly. I like that.
And if you go down this ladder, you can either look down it.
Wow. I mean, now it's starting, and I feel, where's the air blowing from? It's blowing up through here.
That's right there. There's light.
Oh, so that goes, punches out.
Uh-huh. That's what we were looking at above the crow's nest.
Okay.
And if you go in the opposite direction, you get to a winds with a sketchy ladder.
Copy that.
But I think I might go down that too.
The winds with the sketchy ladder?
Uh-huh.
All right, worming my way down through this. This, obviously, the wind is blowing in through here, so this is what we think we saw on the other side that we couldn't figure out how to access with those buckets sitting in front of it. And boy, is the wind blowing in through there. Oh yeah, that punches out. The question is, where does it punch out at? Nice. What the? So there's one of the buckets there, and there's the other bucket. And then up here would have been the cable where we were sitting. Oh, check that out. what was the point? It looks like there's another entrance down there by that bucket, off to the left of that bucket. So it's to move supplies up and down.
Yeah. So look at this right here. These double. That's what's attached to the sheave at the crow's nest.
Right.
Obviously,
Well, it goes down to the platform where we started. See the platform over there?
yeah, I do.
So it goes down there.
So obviously, this would be one of those things where, what, gravity?
Or they probably had a motor of some type.
Just hooked up to a sheave.
Well, we think this is a footbridge for trails.
Supply bucket.
Yeah, there. Shut up. There you can see the roller, the sheave roller. So you're saying this is we're on the lowest level. There is nothing down there. No further
There
opening.
might be something lower, but there's no attic. Or if there is, it's way the fuck. You remember that thing we saw at the very bottom?
Yes.
It might be there.
Wow. Okay.
The winds over there goes, and the ladder is built into the rail, and there's like 5 feet missing, and it just drops straight down about 30 feet, so it's really not safe without rope.
Okay.
But it looks like it might not go anywhere because all the track from there was pulled off.
Okay. So that's it. They stopped. This is it. We finished this out.
Yeah, from the looks of it. C's 6 pi equals Cnos something 6 feet equals 5 minutes.
All right. Well, we're
Is that fuse? Is that a fuse thing? 6 feet equals 5 minutes.
could be.
Either way.
This here is the top. What's this right here? Oh,
It's
this
just
is
disconnected, but this was
this was that
yes,
pipe.
This is what connected to the pipe that's over there.
And this is the same pipe that's running up the side of the mountain, right?
Yeah, it is.
Wow, look at how thick that is.
Yep.
Look at the hand.
Welded.
Yeah, the hand welded homemade turn angle in that. That wasn't some prefab fitting. That was made by hand. Anyway, so this is the top of that first winds we came to on the haulage level. Go for it. Yeah, it'd be awkward if someone was standing down there listening to that. So here's a homemade wrench. Or not homemade, but company made. And the air tank.
Hang up the tools, Boxy.
You're gonna hang up the tools. Oh, we have a hammer. Hang up the tools. Get the duty cycle out of there. There we go. Oh, you don't see it. So we were looking at this display right here, and then we came across that Galena, maybe?
It's blue and looks like pyrite.
Yeah, that has got some spectacular color in it. It really does.
Exactly what it
Anyway, we got to get up and out of here. All right, we're about to start down. I'm going to leave a ninja magnet in here. Ninja magnet. I'm going to leave this in here. Hang it on a post or something so everyone can say that we graffitied and vandalized this here mine. Got to feed the trolls. You know, you got to give people something to demean you for. So where can we hang the Ninja magnet? Let me figure this out. So right there, we're hanging the Ninja magnet on this big ore bucket thing. Just hung it on a nail. So we're going to start down. Maybe we'll close out the video on the way down. Here's the door to that ore car that was in the beginning of the video. And we're continuing to roll on down here. Storm's blowing in. It's real windy and it's getting dark. So we're trying to get out of here before we have to put all of our stuff in bags. You knew that was going to happen. I'm more concerned about leaving it there because I don't want other people to have the convenience. You want the cinder, Drake? I'm like doing so horrible with the video right now. Well, no, I mean I'm like here. If you could give him a hand from here down, like
No.
put.
Did you say like 7 feet?
7 or 8 feet.
6. 7's probably here. You scoot down further.
This is our rock climbing expert.
Take this in. Weed money and we get to destroy stuff? Awesome, dude! You know, because their mouth can't work properly for some reason. And they just, so they go out there and they without any knowledge of the area, these Vegas kids that just do nothing but talk about graffiti on Facebook and smoke pot, befriend this French guy who's a quote-unquote famous graffiti artist. So of course they want to be a part of his little gig. They go out there and they start cutting things up and tearing things up because fuck mining, dude. You just smoke pot. You don't need to mine. On their cell phones and video recorders and power tools that are all derived from mineral exploitation, mind you, because you can't just farm tungsten or silver or, you know, copper. So they go out there and they destroy this whole thing, the whole building, and they go all along the 15 in every building. They even go up the 95. My buddy in Pahrump ran into these guys painting a building near his house. And they just do it because they think they're being political activists. They think they're making a difference. And the only difference they're making is they're trashing the shit that wasn't really trash beforehand. I spent literally hours covering up graffiti at Goldum, week prior to them going out there and cutting the whole thing up. So I spend hours trying to cover up this stupid teenage graffiti that's at this place I absolutely adore. I leave for a week and these kids come out of Vegas and they just smoke pot, get stoned, and think, hey, this French guy told us to do something, let's do it. And they cut up Goldum.
And they go up and down the 15, spray paint fucking everything with their little logo, like it makes them somebody. And nobody looks at that logo and thinks, hey, I want to know those guys, that's cool. Unless they're brain dead. People that drive this freeway all the time look over and think, wow, there's another one. Why would they do that? It was already bad enough. There's enough graffiti out here. So they think they're being political activists and making a difference in the environment. And they're destroying their own personal record. I've already tracked them all down. I know people that know who they are, so everybody knows who these fucking kids are if you do some research, because they're really bad at covering up their tracks. You can identify them. They wear no mask in half their videos when they're unloading paint. And they take a personal pride in going into the desert to these old mining places, or places that would once aid mining infrastructure, and they deface it and destroy it because they don't like mining. So this French guy comes over from France and comes out to America and thinks, I'm going to make a difference by destroying American mining history because I don't like miners. And he tries to make this case like miners deliberately hate the environment and want to go out and kill animals and destroy the earth, like it's all some kind of planned obsolescence of the earth and nature. And it's like, they, first of all, in history, they just wanted to feed their families, and second of all, still, they kind of just want to feed their families. And on a larger scale, why not go after the corporations that are stripping mountains? Why not go after the CEOs and everything? Or like Dianne Feinstein's husband, who's destroying miles of California land with absolutely no EPA restrictions. He doesn't have any restrictions at all. But you're going to go after the guys who did stuff 50 years ago. Not the dudes who are doing stuff now. And instead of going and protesting their buildings and maybe spray painting their buildings, you're going to come out here to a historic spot that hasn't been used in 20 years, that's already been cleaned up by the EPA, mind you. $200,000 spent to clean that site up and make it safe and friendly to the environment, right? And they're going to go and destroy it because it's hurting the environment. Don't you think all the scrap metal they left out there is hurting the environment? What about all the paint? What happens when their paint cans that they just toss in the building start decaying and leaking chemicals out? Or what if it's ridiculous? They think they're doing something good.
What group are we talking about again?
We're talking about, do I really want to name them and give them more publicity? I think everybody knows who I'm talking about. Look,
Wait.
I told you there would be one on this building.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Every single building along the 15.
There it is. So this is a group that vandalized the Gold Dome Mill.
These are the guys that are getting big right now because they're vandalizing a lot of stuff in the desert. And they're the only ones doing it. Screw them.
But what are they vandalizing besides Gold Dome?
Everything. Every building, every sign. There's town signs in Pahrump that give you distances to the next town, and they just paste in decline all over. I mean, even right now, I guess we're giving them fucking
right.
publicity.
The Streisand effect is in effect.
Today we're going to be talking about reusable toilet paper.